Hello, hello. Hope you are doing well. It's a wonderful day here on Sunday. Oh my goodness, what a happy Sunday. We are working on Black Opal fountain pens. And let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Yes. But here we are. Sorry, it's a little late, but my goodness. Took me a little bit to finish the other thing that I had to do, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, but here we are. Here we are. Yeah, there we go. Getting all these screens ready. Happy Sunday. Boom. Okay. That's good. Let's make sure this is good. Doing some good stuff today. Doing some great stuff today. Bow. Let's see. What? Why is this? That shouldn't be the title. Outrageous. I'm going to change that right quick. I changed the description. Black Opal fountain pen. All right, there we go. That was the problem. That's what it was, right? It's because we didn't have the right thing in there. Vinny, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Seen you a couple times here. Thank you so much. Alrighty. But yeah, we're gonna be. I had a last minute thing that I had to do. It was from a different project, but we're good to go. So it'll be just bespoke fountain pens. What are you doing?
Where did the customs go?
Right there. No dot dots. No dot dots. We're done. We are done with those for the week. And then tomorrow it'll start over again. But today we're going to enjoy today, my friend. So hope you have had a wonderful Sunday so far. Yeah. Yep. We are going to go ahead and drop this there. Okay, good to go. I mean, unless you want me to, man. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that anyway. All right, I got to see if I got this metal lathe dialed back in before I do anything too crazy. But we got the Black Opal blanks. Yeah, just a moment. Before I start showing you what it is that I'm trying to show you, we got to see if it's right. So I messed around with the other thing because I was doing different types of turning. And it feels good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. How good's it gotta be, you know? I guess. Okay. Whew. And I do have another cam set up, so you're gonna be like we're gonna be face to face whole time. That way, if you got questions, I can, answer them. So don't even worry about the forever pencils back there. Whoop. Just worry about these two things. So the Black Opal fountain pens and the link tree. So if you haven't done that, you can check it out. You might find shirts that resemble this here. Ugh. This is our stratified. And yeah, We've had some fun times with it. We wear this at the shows when we go. So it makes it so, you know, we stand out pretty good, you know? Yes, yes, yes. Boom. Okay. Let me make sure that my other cam's good to go. A little dark, so we'll hit that light. Pardon my reach, friends. But yeah, what's everybody else been up to? Anything? Anything fun? Anything new? Learning new stuff? That's all good stuff, you know? But yeah, no more dot dots today. Boom! Okay, we're gonna do some of this. Bring, oh, bye. We need to switch these. There we go. This. Here, yep. Boom. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, all right. All right, so it looks like the audio's good, that everything's good. We're gonna be here, y'all. Come on over here. Yes, there we are. Let me clear my screen. Out of control. There we go. Boom. Hey, that's a little better. You're not like, you know, right there. Cool. So these are going to be bespoke fountain pins. They're going to be triple lead cap to barrel with the M13. They're going to have Joe 06. That's the section style. And let's see. That's about it. That's about it. So it's pretty, it's the standard stuff I do. So yeah, it'll be good. These are basically to build up a little bit more inventory before the upcoming shows, because those are sneaking up on us pretty fast, and we'll be gone a little bit here and there. So, you know, that eats away, or eats into the time that we've got. Alrighty. Let's see. So we're gonna do this turning a little bit different than usual, actually. But it's because it's the same. It's pretty much the same blank all the way through, so we're able to do something like this, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I will stop. Excuse me. I'll stop jabberjawing and at least start, and then I'll start jabberjawing probably again, because that's what I do. I keep trying to make my camera setups even better and better. So I kind of like how this is over my my left shoulder, so you can actually see where my hand's doing over here a little bit more, and you'll be able to see this a little bit more because it's got that angle. So I think that'll be nice, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's gonna suck. Who knows? Let's see, we got our Jacob's chuck. We're gonna start with this. Gonna do some of that. Yes, yes, yes. Boom. Okay. But yeah, this might look a little weird, especially if you haven't seen me turn like this before. But basically, I'm just gonna keep pushing out the rod. Yeah. A little different than the normal. So Let's see, 1.5 inches. Where'd my ruler go? I just got a new ruler and it's gone. Just a moment, just a moment. It's over here. It's in the package still. It was over here in the package. Where'd my ruler go? You took it. Did I move it? Do you know? Outrageous. Here's one of them, but that's not the one I want. I'm gonna have my favorite controller. Otherwise, it's not fair. Met anybody like that? Somebody that had to absolutely have their favorite whatever. Otherwise, they couldn't compete in a fair manner. Kind of funny. But it is what it is. I found a template. This will be sufficient. There we go. And then the other thing, this is going to go all the way through. And this is our mark with a 7mm drill bit. And away we go. So I already faced this, so with the tool, because I had to make sure that it was where I wanted it to be. Yeah. So these Black Opal pins have actually been quite the popular thing for us, which is awesome. We love that. We love that. When you start working on different projects, it gets a little crazy. You start having drill bits everywhere. Well, at least I do, because I work on all kinds of stuff. Just need to reorganize these. There we go. Good enough. Oh! Did I not tighten that down? That's awkward. Don't mind me. Just doing it live. So I had to readjust this thing. Yeah. No worries, no worries. Just make sure your tool is where it's supposed to be. And locked in place. Goodness. There it is. Here it is. We just picked it up today. So we had one, I have another one now. 2 is 1 and 1 is none. According to some people. So we're starting with this section right now. And then I'm going to trim it to the appropriate diameter. Then you back it off, get this out of the way, turn it down, measure it, see where we are on millimeters, because we're tapping, or we're, oh yes, okay. Because we're doing it the way that we are, it's just nice. It's just nice this way, okay. Ooh, that is close. And this won't go any further away. Boom. Vinny, what you been up to? If you're still here. I don't know. Maybe you left while I was trying to get my... gather my stuff. Get it together, John. All your stuff. Get it together. No way, this is off. That ain't gonna work. That's got to pivot, but I don't want to pivot it. So we're not gonna. Looks like we're doing the recess in the barrel a little bit deeper, which is no problem. So this is done actually, so all I need to do is part it off. A little done to where I need it to be at least. Here we are. Boom. Now that, like I said, these are all the same, and so they're all going to go into buckets, or not a bucket, but a little organizer. Boom. This little guy here. Whoop. All right, so we're gonna do the. Let's see. Too miserable? Oh man, that's a bummer. Too miserable to be in the shop. Oh, we got an AC unit in here, and it definitely helps. Yeah, definitely is helpful. Alrighty. But yeah, I think the humidity here is pretty substantial too. But it's funny because I have to clear out the water from my dust collection pretty often. Or not my dust collection, my air conditioner, I mean. Dust collection, what the heck? But yeah, gotta do that periodically. Let's see, we're gonna do that. Hey, she's on the wish list, I hear ya. We have one that we just have an exhaust that goes out the, out of the garage. But it has been pretty worthwhile. It drops the temp probably about 10 to 15 degrees or so. So that's pretty nice. Let's see, I think I could have gotten a wigglier table, but I'm gonna hold off for now. Good. And I'm gonna have to reevaluate my drill bits that I've got right now. It's gonna dull. They've been working real hard. Hey. There we go. Make sure you don't mix up the barrel drill and the cap drill. It'd be a bummer. Yeah, portable ones are the way to go, in my opinion, at least. The other nice thing about them is you don't have to actually use the air conditioning function, which it didn't actually cross my mind, but you don't have to use the air condition function. It'll still use the fan, which, I mean, it's kind of like, well, yeah, duh. But I didn't know that. But I also didn't really think about it, so. But it's pretty darn cool. So if you just wanted a fan, you could go buy a fan, or if you wanted an AC unit and have a fan available at the same time, you could do that too, which is pretty cool. Alrighty. There you are. Boom. So here, so this is the same one. I didn't swap it or anything. But now we're just going to mark this, because this is where that is, and that's where the blank. So I guess it's just like right here. We'll pop this out just a bit more, that way I can do the barrel portion. So that's good, that's good. We're gonna hit that a little bit. We're gonna create a little bevel on that. Let's see, how big? Let's see, this is probably like 30 by 17, I think. It's about 30 by 17 in here. Is that where it looked like it was? I gotta get a different marker color, man. This is outrageous. Boom, we'll go with the bigger center star here. But yeah, what about, let's see, Mother's Day? You doing anything for the wife or your mom or anything like that? I think we'll probably do a little grill in action. Yeah, do some grilling. Maybe have the kids and I leave for a bit while Abbie can have some downtime of relaxing. I don't know. I don't know. Right, so remembering from the section that I need to do a little bit deeper on the shoulder. I think it'll actually be a little bit more tasteful looking as well. So here we go. Let's see. All right, we're good. Shoulder cleared. Boom. All right. That's good. That's good. Where is my... There it is. All right, make sure this is M10 by 1. It is. Okay. So, did you see that there was a group buy? Hey! At least I make things worthwhile, you know. At least I try. Yeah, well, where you gonna call? Where you gonna call? Get some reservations. Let's see where we are with our tenon here. No, that's not right. Maybe it is right. Okay. Bahama Breeze, geez. Never heard of it. Sounds fancy. Sounds fancy though. If you were trying to dial something in, it's pretty close. Just hit it with a little bit of sandpaper. Just throwing that out there. Throwing that out there. Feel free to send it right back, but you know, can't say I didn't tell you. It has been a little while since I last made pins. Man, it feels like it at least. It's been a week, about 2 weeks. Goodness. Caribbean cuisine. Alrighty, that's good, that's good. We'll slow you down. Get it started and continue. Talk about humidity. You see this? These tools, if I just let them sit and not use them, they'll start accumulating the rust. But what I use to take care of that is just a little, you know, kind of a little something like that. It's a CLP, Clean Lube and Protect. So I'll actually need to go back and do all of that. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Okay, this one is actually ready for its next step. So here we are. Boom. So it's ready for the next step, and the next step for it is going to be I've got to finish this section. So I'll dial that back down a little bit, and then I'm going to create the recess for the rest of it. Let's see, is that okay? Sorry, with my arm here. Come back over here. There we go. You got the same problem. Do you play video games, Vinny? If not, I understand. It's not for everybody. Let's see. No? Okay. Yeah. That's all right. You know, in a lot of ways it is just a waste of time. But if, you know, I think video games are kind of like my little waste of time that I like to do. When you're in that kind of mood, you know? Just want to chill, not do anything. It's too crazy. Uh-oh. That's all right. Okay, the 7 mil, 9/30 seconds. Got to open it up just a little bit more, and the reason is because you want to make sure that you can get the converter in. So this, I know the measurement that I have, the ballpark I've got to go to, or the measurement I got to go to, and then yes. There we go. Let's see. That's good. That's good. Now for the tenon. It's kind of crazy. I didn't know how to make bespoke pens, and then it was like you just refine the process over and over again, and then you got what you're going for. Gonna go a little deeper. Yeah. Have you made any bespoke yet? Oh lordy. What is with this geometry here? I'm gonna do that again. That just wasn't satisfactory. Unacceptable. So we're gonna go back to 7 again, and back to 9/30 seconds again. Because that tenon was just not good. Oh, cool. Corrosion inhibitor, huh? That's pretty interesting. I don't know if I've seen one of those. I'm sure there are much better ways to do some things than what I already do, but Okay. That's better. Careful when you sand, because it will potentially cause the resin to expand if you if it gets too hot, because it just like it's got like a nice tight bond, but then once it heats up, it's like, oh, like it's not going to melt. You can't melt it back down or anything like that, but yeah. There we go. That actually feels a lot cleaner too, so happy we did that. Gonna have to factor that in to the upcoming stuff. Boom. This particular carbide cutter that I'm using right now, I'm not used to it. It's not one that I've used very much. So it's a little strange, some of the angles that you end up with. And also I think my carriage might need a little tightening. There's a little screw under here. Yeah. Good enough. I don't really need to worry about it until I'm going to run the lathe on the to trim it down. So, not super worried about it. This will come back. This will still. Oh. Yes. Let's see. So, I don't know, if you were going to get a metal lathe, you kind of want to make sure that you have enough room for all the stuff that you're going to put in there. I'll be honest, it's pretty fortunate that it just happened to work out for me, because I didn't actually anticipate that. I just kind of figured that I wasn't going to have any issue. And fortunately I didn't, but if I got one of those Harbor Freight lathes, the really, really small one, the central machinery one, if I was to get that, it would have not worked out how I hoped, probably. Well, I don't mean probably, I actually do mean it would not have worked out, because it wouldn't have had enough, you can't put the blank into the spindle, and also you can't, also you don't have like a whole lot of workspace in here, so yeah. But a lot of people like to start with the cheapest thing that they can find, and I don't blame you in some cases, because sometimes you just got to figure out if it's something that you want to do. But I think there's actually some pretty great things out there that will show you that that's pretty good. That's pretty good. No worries. So like the Vivor lathe, that one's pretty nice. That one's pretty similar to this one, actually. This one is 716. Yeah, 716 is what this one is. Yeah, I think these reps are going to start going faster now, because I've got all the tools where I need them to be and everything. For the most part, I guess. Not perfect. So I'm going to need to give myself a little more room on this one, I believe. Cutting it close on the body here, because I did that little mistake on the section. That's all right. That's all right. All right, where is... These both are sharper Sharpies, and I don't want to use those. I'm looking for a dull one. Yeah, here we go. One that's been used for a bit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, man, you're right. You're right. The Precision Matthews, that's a pretty good one. Let's see, if you wanted to save yourself a little bit of money, I wouldn't worry so much about the digital readout. Well, it depends on what you're doing, right? Because I think that that kind of has a pretty significant impact on how much some of these things cost, and the yeah, and the measurements and stuff. Or not the measurements, but the... like the accessories. Shoot. You don't. If I were to get a metal lathe over again, I might get a little bit longer. So the Precision Matthews, shoot, 1022, that's a good size. That's a good size. You're going to have a lot of fun with that, I think. And is going to be quite capable, more capable than mine, for sure. Yeah, definitely going to have more capability than mine. But this, the quick change tool post, huge. Oh my gosh! Definitely, I would get that over the digital readout all the time. But that's me, right? That's me, because I don't actually do, I hardly ever use these, but these are the digital readouts here. And I don't really, like I said, I don't really use them. I'll sometimes use it if I'm dialing something into a specific diameter, But that's really the only time I've ever used it. Like, I have never used the one back here. Like, I took the battery out of it because I got tired of seeing it turn on. So, but yeah, I think if you're looking at that, woo, you'd be good to go. But this one in particular was like 2,000. If you think about it, you sell about 10 to 15 pins or so, then it's already paid for itself. So if that's what you want to do it. But as I learn more and more, I don't think I even needed to go to a wood lathe, really, or I mean a metal lathe, but you know, at the time it was just, yeah, you got to be precise as possible and this is possible and all that. And then I was like, do you really? Because I'm that type of person. I will pretty much, some people I will just challenge just to determine if I can do it a different way. And we all have our burdens to bear. But yeah, I would say that this lathe has served its purpose and already paid for itself for sure. But you know, I could have just done everything on my wood lathe. But it is nice to have a metal lathe, because especially when you're trying to trim stuff down, that's so nice to just be able to run the carriage like that. And what else? It's also nice to have another set of jaws and another lathe at the same time. I like having multiple. Because if I have something that I'm working on over on my other wood lathe, and I need to do a quick change or a quick adjustment on something, I could just hop over here and then use the quick change tool post and just do whatever it is, and then go back to what I was doing. I'll give you an example, actually. I was working on sections, I was turning sections, and I just kept turning one smaller and smaller, and that just happens over time. But I got to a point where I had to make another mandrel while I had that configured. So I wasn't going to go over there and do it. I just came over here, whipped up a quick tool mandrel, and then got back to it. So pretty nice. But how much is the PM 1022? I have not looked at lathe prices in a little while. Well, metal lathe prices in a little while. That's good. Like, I also had the grand idea of I'm gonna run like I'm gonna start doing the threads and stuff like that, like without taps and dies. But when it comes to like an efficiency sort of thing, you're really not gonna be as quick. And I understand that some things are not about being fast, but it just is what it is. What's up, Yeshurikatu? Ah, Vinny 4. Woo! You're in this work? Nice. How do you do it? Show me your secrets. This is why I like it. This is why I like it. Somebody's going to have a completely different way of doing it, and that's fine. That's the awesomeness of it all. But man, 4, yeah. But yeah, it is pretty steep. But what? You got me hanging here. Then all the tooling, like quick change tool post. Are you mean like the taps and dies, or you're talking about the metal lathe tooling? What? Let me fix this. This needs to be tightened up a bit. Sorry, you're gonna go for a ride for a second. I don't know, man. Come on. Yes. Help us through. Oh. Well, let's see. I heard that. Okay, cool. Let's see. What's the QCTP? I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Sorry, I had to spell it out for me. But yeah. But it's worth, I'd say that it's pretty worth having it. It's nice. Now, where'd that other dude go? Left me on a cliffhanger. Ugh. How could he do that? I thought we were gonna have a Thought we were gonna have a moment. And I was up for it. I was up for it. Alrighty. So that's good, that's good. And guess what? We're gonna do it again. Okay. Some of that's about good. All right. Well, anyway. Ooh, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, it's fun. I like doing this. It's good. Keeps your hands busy, your mind engaged and all that. But yeah, let's see. 1530. You gotta make about 40 pins to pay the that lathe off. No problem. Right? And that's pretty doable. As long as you've got a decent marketing skill. Marketing is probably is arguably one of the harder parts of it all. And I'd say that's probably why some people go to shows and stuff, so they can have their presence be marking, or not marking, have their presence at like pin shows be the marketing. And see, me personally, that's one of my strategies, but I'm lucky to have somebody else that I work with, my wife, who makes the blanks for one, and then she's also the one that helps or makes the selling happen. So pretty lucky. No sweat? Heck yeah. That's the spirit. I hear you. I have not been a vendor at a market like that before. But yeah, if you do, okay, if you do get a metal lathe and you are doing kits, where's my, let's see. Oh, where's my little thing? I don't know where I don't know where my piece is, but it is the bar from this, and you could just get another bar from the mandrel and mandrel saver, like this. So this this would go on the live side, and this would go on the other side, and you could take this piece off. So you just grab it and then have a couple bushings, and then you have the live center over here. You run the carriage, boom. Yeah. So that would make production quite a bit faster. I don't make kits very often, and when I do, it's, you know, for funsies, which is cool. I don't mind. I think there's a stigma about it, but oh well. Okay. Looking good. Ooh. Hold on, let's move her back out some more. But yeah, I would think that like wooden stuff does pretty well at markets like that. Yeah. Also, with a bigger metal lathe, you might even be able to have a turret. A turret is something that you can have something like this, and it's got a like a circle, a circular shaped thing, and it runs perfectly in line, and then you can like disengage something back here and rotate it to the different tool, and then just do whatever you need, rotate it to the different tool, do what you need. So you won't even have to go out like I'm doing like this. You just have all those things set up, and you'd be able to go through it like that. Another cool thing that I figured out about this lathe is that I can do tapered turning. I can reposition the tailstock, or the tailstock, and I can shift it this way and this way, and so it'll give me a taper when I run the carriage and it's offset. So it's kind of like it's a way to do something. It's not the best tool for it, but it is a way to do it. There's some pretty nice other things that you could use or set up or stuff like that in order to facilitate that, but it's just what I found. It was pretty cool. Get out. But yeah, I mean, you get that machine and it'll last you forever, you know, as long as you take care of it. So. This is one of my least favorite things, having to wind this back and forth. I did get a tool that I could have done that without that, except it doesn't work. It doesn't, I haven't exactly figured out my process with it. I think I did this part already. Oh no, I didn't. But this tool right here, a little dusty, but this guy right here, I don't know what it's called, but it goes right here, right? It goes onto the carriage, and then you can just do a lot of peck drilling. So it makes it pretty simple. You just move this to do that, to drill. And it's pretty nice. It's just I can't, with that piece there, I'd have to take it off, put the tailstock back on, and then do my threading. And this would also have to come way back. So for my specific configuration, it's not the best. At least I haven't figured out the best way to do it, I guess. But it's a really cool tool. You probably could go ahead and just mark all the blanks if you wanted, but I mean, you saw the other one. I broke that piece, and wouldn't work right. Let's see, that's done. Yeah, everything's got its downside though, but absolutely it would be a lot faster. Now if you could get a turret that goes onto the cross slide, I'd say that might even be the best, but I can't even look at anything like that because I'd have to get a new lathe. And it's not out of the question. It's just not something that we're going to do right now. Boom. If I'm thinking turret, might as well jump to CNC. You might be right. I mean, because I wouldn't really need it to do much else. But on the other hand, I don't know. It's not. It's fun. But I have thought about it. There are a lot of other pin makers that use the 15L or slant 15L and the 18 and the 13, from my understanding. They use all of them. But you'd have to start learning how to do that. And it might be worthwhile to learn, seriously. But it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird. I don't think it's not as fast, but it will be more consistent, more more consistent, and it'll be able to run like when I'm tired, you know. So if you're just doing one, you could probably manually make one, or maybe even 5 if you're just cranking them out as fast as you can. But the lathe is not going to get tired. So that's probably the main difference. But yeah, I can't rule it out entirely, but I don't have space for it right now, for one, or the demand for something like that quite yet either. So with both of those things, I reckon it's just not the right time. Okay. Nice. Let's see. There we go. There it is. Now, what are you up to today? Anything? In Wazoo? Too humid? Come on, baby. There it is. There it is. Hey, that sounds like a good day. I think we're going to be doing a little grilling later on. Well, I'm going to be doing grilling later on. Having some chicken. that's awesome. The end of those are gonna obviously have to be cleaned up a bit, but that's why I left myself a little bit more than I needed. Okay. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing probably for a little while. I don't know how many I'm going to get through. This will be number 4, so maybe 4. Then we'll change gears and yeah, guess we'll start doing the other stuff here in a minute. That way I can actually complete stuff today. This drill bit needs to be sharpened. My Carta really does some work on drill bits. If you didn't know already. Whoa, there we go. With that kind of weather, it makes me think that you're out east. Because that's how it was out here. Yesterday it poured, but today was a really nice sunny day. Oh man, I bet it is humid there. Good grief. I just got back from the desert last week. Not the military desert that we're used to hearing, but Tucson. Went out there and visited some family. And it's dry. It's nice and dry out there. Almost as dry as my humor, but not quite. Have you heard of the Miami Pin Show? Or the Orlando Pin Show? Both of those are in Florida. Obviously. Yeah. I'm going to pull this out just a bit more here. But the Miami pin show, I believe, is coming up. And then the Orlando, I think, is August. No, it's September. Yeah, it's in the middle of September. Kind of early mid-September. Oh, you have? Cool, cool. The Miami one, the people are trying to get that ball rolling again. Last year was when they opened it or started doing it again, and it was just it was down for a while because the person that ran it wasn't running it anymore. We'll say that. Ah, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, if we didn't have kids, we would probably be able to go to the Miami one, but we have kids that are in school and just not going to work out.
Maybe it's taken July.
It's the middle of July.
This is school.
I just said that. Oh, cool. I will be at the Orlando one. My wife and I, we will be. My wife Abbie, the blank maker. Yeah, we'll be at the Orlando. It'll be our third. It'll be our third Orlando. So pretty excited. We've had a good time every time we went. So it's nice to have that community element of the stuff. So, and if you want to be a part of like a community sort of thing, it's not really a mystery of how to be more a part of it, and you know, it's you kind of got to invest your time into it. So. Oh, sweet. Are you going as a vendor or as a customer? Because that'll be cool. I don't know what the actual word is. I call them like spectators, customers, clients. I don't know. I call them all kinds of things. I don't know which one's the best one to go with, but yeah, we will be there soon enough. We'll actually know whereabouts we're going to be. Should be cool. Heck yeah. Well, the location, I really like where the Orlando shows. I like where it is because it's a hotel that has like the big ballrooms and everything for the shows, but it also has a mall that's attached to it, and it's a really nice mall too. It's a relatively fancy upscale mall, so it's pretty nice. Hey, doorbell test. When are you going to tell me your name? I'm just kidding. I'll call you ring doorbell test. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, that's good. Oh, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I'm gonna go with that's good. Mixed blessing. I don't know. That's a very interesting thing. Let's see. 3 hours from you, gonna go hit it up for a day? Right on. That's awesome. One of the fun things that's there is the pin maker challenge. We enjoy participating in that, and it's to raise money for, well, at least the last 2 years, it was reef relief. So kind of protecting the ocean and the ocean or turtles, or the reefs, probably reefs, I guess. I don't know. A combination.
It could be reefs or oceans, but people took that very loosely and just did whatever they wanted.
What?
It could be reef or ocean, but people just took it really loosely and did whatever they wanted, essentially.
Yeah. Well, we'll at least have somebody visiting us that we will know of. I hope you'll come visit. But you ain't got it. I mean, if you don't, it's fine. Just happy to be here, man. Uh-oh. It could be pretty overwhelming, but it's fun. Good, good. I mean, I did kind of jump to a conclusion. Nice. All right, we got 4 so far. And we got, oh man, a few more to go. Let's see. We're a third of the way there. But we're gonna pivot here. Ring doorbell test. You told me, man. I don't know how to respond to that you got your granddad's ashes, man. Are you looking for something to put them in? Or are you just telling me? Let's see. What are we doing? That's right. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Yep. Gotcha, man. Gotcha, gotcha. Let's see. I don't have my grandfather's ashes. They are, or he is rather, buried. I do not live in UK. I live in the US of A. What about you? You live in the UK? All right. So, if you don't know why I did that, it was to create myself a little way to hold the sections. So I did the other side of it. Oh, you live in the UK? Cool. That is cool. I have, let's see. Where's the best place to go in the UK, you think? Okay, for the sake of time here, I'm gonna do this. One of your pins going to be the one that you vote on? Yes, yes, one of them will be indeed. We won the last two, or we raised the most money in the last two. Yeah. That's pretty neat. But yeah, it will be one of the ones. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream making it or not. We we sometimes get a little competitive about things. We don't play to lose. We play to win. because the goal is to make a pen that will raise the most money. That's the goal. So, okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to do this in a few stages, probably. Yeah. Oh man. I'll probably just end up streaming it. Because it's fun. It's just having fun. But not entirely sure what it's going to be. We have a theme and some guidance on what it's got to be theme-wise. So, crap, there we go. A little bit more. There it is. But it is a team effort. Abbie and I work together on it. So we kind of draw up, have the design, and then we'll kind of make it so we're working with working to both of our strengths. So. Let's see. Oh, jeez. You crashed? Like your device? Hopefully just your device? Okay. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm glad that are you okay? Is your phone okay? Did it like overheat? That's what I meant. Release any of the vendors or classes yet? Let's see. You went, did I see you? Let's see. No. Yeah, it'll be cool. It should be pretty cool. The let's see. Abbie, do they have any of the stuff up and run? Do they have any of the things for the show, like classes and stuff like that?
They do for the PC show, but I don't think
Okay, not the Orlando.
that stuff listed. We're still pretty far out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it'll be pretty cool to see what they have.
The website, I think it's just orlandopinshow.com.
Yeah. Yeah. It will be interesting to see who some of the visitors are. Is this a M? That's an M5, I think. 6.5 by 0.5. 6.5. No, it's 7.5. I don't know where the heck that went. Oh. That's no, that's M5. No.
Hey, you.
I gotta find my dang tap for the Joe number 6.
Is it one of your little boxes from the last time you were?
What?
Is it one of these little boxes from the last time you were making pins?
What? No. What are you looking for? Oh.
Is this it?
It's not it, Paul.
Oh
It looks like this.
yeah, both of those. Is that one pointer? It's pointer.
Pointier. Okay.
It could be a little bit.
Yeah, this is for a Joe 5. I need one for my Joe 6. Jeez. All right.
4 different taps and one of them being that.
Well, I've got like 400 taps, so I'm just gonna look down here. I think they're gonna be down there. What are you doing? Boom, boom, bang. Thank you. I'm just gonna look down here. I think I've got another one anyway, but I can't see because you're right there. You snooping? You snooping? You're snooping. Oh, come on. Why isn't it where I always put it? It has been a little while. Oh, let's see. Is that a Joe M7? It is. I got an extra one. Maybe this is it. Let's try it in a different section first. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Right on, man. Have a good one. Can't wait to see you, Vinny. Different projects and everything just scatters. Okay, it is the correct size. Just gonna make sure it's the correct pitch and everything as well. Boom. It is. That's annoying. My other one's somewhere. Probably under here. But we shall look later. Look more later, I reckon. Oh, the live chat crashed. Dang. Hope it wasn't on my end. Perfect. Man, why does that look so much larger? I don't know why it looks so much larger, but it's weird. Pliers. Oh, I'm so... It was under a different drill bit. Found it. We're gonna save the sharpness of these. Put it back where it was. It's right where I thought it was. How strange. I just didn't look at the right spot. Oh, let's see. That pliers. It is a little dangerous doing it like this because of the threaded part not being super duper strong. So you don't want to be too crazy because you can just break that. That would be no good. I definitely don't want to push in like that. That'll cause a lot more torque. It is nice and easy. I'll finish the sections. How about that? All right, just a tad smaller. And then we'll do a little light pass like that. Perfect. There's ebonite left on that one. Alrighty. Level this out with some sandpaper. All right. Did I already do that? Yes, I did. Goodness. Nice. Thought it felt like I had done it. The reason I use pliers is because I'm not concerned about the outside. And then the other thing about it is that it gets stuck in there pretty good because I'm, drilling it. Yeah, and then turning it so it causes a little bit of resistance every time. There we go. That's better. Did a nice cleaning pass here. Start, pressure, move, smooth. There we go. Other way. Perfect. Let's see, do we need to zoom in? There. There. It fits nicely. We're going to knock the corners off. Check it out. Ready? All right, measure this right quick. Oh, good. All right. These sections, let's check the length here. Oh, let's see, right there. Good. Good to go. All right, so sections are now good. Let's see. All right. Boom. What was that? Are both the kids back? Nice. Okay, well, here are the ones that we did. Here we go. You see that 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are going to get nice and cleaned up. I'm going to refine some of these other things. All the sections are down there, so we got to trim them down. The sections are actually pretty much done. I just need to throw them on the wood lathe, trim them down to about 12 to the shape, and then I'll do the cap and the barrel. All of these are going to have finials. Yeah. But maybe we can continue these tomorrow. Let's see, how long has it taken for us to get to that point, huh? Let's see. Ah! What the heck, OBS? That's weird. I don't know why OBS just like is hiding now.
It's all done.
Nope. Okay. Well, looks like 2 hours. Cool. I appreciate you hanging out. We did some good stuff today, that's for sure. Unfortunately, I can't change the camera over because OBS, I think, maybe crashed on me or something. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Those are coming along nicely. Haven't had any issues. Thank goodness. But, yeah, we will continue that tomorrow, I reckon. So, till then, have a good day and good rest of your weekend. Be safe. Yes. See you later.